From Earth, Saturn looks like perfection. A glowing golden world wrapped in delicate rings, floating peacefully in the darkness. It feels calm, elegant, almost gentle. Through a telescope, it looks like jewelry placed carefully in space. But distance can be deceiving. Saturn is not calm. It is not gentle. It is a giant machine of gravity and motion, spinning so fast that it flattens itself at the poles and bulges outward at the equator. A day on Saturn lasts just over 10 hours, and that rapid rotation tears its atmosphere into powerful jet streams that race across the planet at speeds far beyond the strongest hurricanes on Earth. Those famous rings, the feature that makes Saturn iconic, are not solid halos of gold. They are debris fields. Billions of fragments made of ice and rock orbiting at tremendous speeds. From afar, the rings look smooth and perfectly shaped. But if you were to fly into them, you would find chaos. Chunks of ice smashing into each other, grinding, shattering, reforming. Some pieces are tiny like dust. Others are as large as mountains. The entire ring system stretches hundreds of thousands of kilometers across, yet in many places it is astonishingly thin. A cosmic blade slicing through the dark. And scientists believe those rings may not be ancient ornaments from the birth of the solar system. They may be the remains of a moon that wandered too close, crossed an invisible boundary known as the Roche limit, and was torn apart by Saturn's tidal forces. What we see as beauty may actually be the scattered remains of a destroyed world. Yet Saturn's strangeness does not end there. At its north pole, something almost unnatural spins in the clouds. A massive hexagon, 6 straight sides carved into a roaring storm. Storm systems are supposed to form circles. Nature favors curves. And yet here, locked into Saturn's atmosphere, is a geometric hurricane large enough to swallow Earth. The hexagon has remained stable for decades, possibly far longer, defying expectations and reminding us that under extreme conditions, physics can create patterns that look almost designed. At its center lies a deep vortex, spinning endlessly like a dark eye staring into space. Every few decades, Saturn unleashes something even more dramatic. A global storm erupts, wrapping around the entire planet in what scientists call the Great White Spot. Lightning flashes within these storms thousands of times more powerful than anything recorded on Earth. Golden Planet temporarily turns pale as ammonia clouds rise from deep within its atmosphere. Then, as suddenly as it began, the storm fades and Saturn returns to its calm disguise, as if nothing happened. But Saturn is not alone in its violence. It commands a vast family of moons, more than 140 known worlds orbiting around it like a miniature solar system. Among them is Titan, a moon that feels eerily familiar. Titan has rivers, lakes, clouds, and rain. But the rain is not water, it is liquid methane. The lakes are not oceans of life, but seas of hydrocarbons under an orange haze. The temperature is so cold that water there is harder than stone. Titan looks like Earth in a distorted mirror, familiar yet fundamentally alien. Then there is Enceladus, small and bright, once thought to be nothing more than a frozen rock. But cracks near its south pole erupt with towering geysers of water vapor, spraying material hundreds of kilometers into space. Beneath its icy crust lies a global ocean kept warm by Saturn's gravitational pull. That ocean contains salt, organic molecules, and heat, the essential ingredients for life as we understand it. Around one of the most violent giants in our solar system, a hidden ocean may be quietly waiting. To uncover these secrets, humanity sent a spacecraft named Cassini. For 13 years, it orbited Saturn, diving between its rings and passing close to its moons, sending back breathtaking images and revolutionary data. But when its mission neared its end, scientists faced a decision. To protect moons like Enceladus and Titan from contamination, Cassini was directed into Saturn's atmosphere. In 2017, it made its final descent, transmitting information until the very last moment before it burned apart, becoming part of the planet it had studied. Saturn feels timeless, eternal in its elegance. But even it is changing. Its rings are slowly being pulled inward by gravity in a process known as ring rain. Over millions of years, they will fade and disappear entirely. The masterpiece we admire today is temporary. One day, Saturn will stand alone, stripped of its crown. So when you look at Saturn and see beauty, remember what lies beneath. Remember the shattered moon that may have formed its rings. Remember the geometric storm spinning endlessly at its pole. Remember the methane seas and hidden oceans in the darkness around it. Saturn is not peaceful. It is a world where gravity sculpts destruction into elegance, where chaos hides behind symmetry, and where beauty is forged from broken worlds. In the end, Saturn teaches us something unsettling. The universe does not separate beauty from danger. Sometimes they are the same thing.